What's up, Free Chapel Youth? Pastor Jake here again. So excited. We are starting a new series this week in our small groups, and it's all about discipleship. That is a word that you may have heard and have no idea what it means, or maybe this is the first time you're hearing that word and still have no idea what it means, or maybe you know what it means. But either way, we're going to go through it the next 3 weeks. We're going to talk about what discipleship is and why is it important, and then how do we actually do this? How do we be a disciple, and how do we disciple others? We see this in Luke 9:23, and he said to all, talking about Jesus, if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Jesus is saying this to his disciples. He's saying, this is what it means to be a follower of Christ. This is what it means to be a disciple. Daily, you need to deny yourself, pick up your cross, and follow him. Now, that doesn't sound that fun, right? We're not like, but it's so important that we understand what he's saying. That if we truly want to become who God has called us to be, we've got to learn how to deny ourselves, which sometimes that means denying what we want, denying what we feel like we deserve, denying the different things in our life that lead and guide us, and say, okay, God, though this is what I may feel, I want to follow you. Discipleship is a denial of self. Discipleship is a death to self. We cannot be a disciple of God without dying to self and taking responsibility and understanding that nobody else is the problem, but we are the problem, and we need the problem fixer, which is Jesus. Jesus is the problem fixer. And guess what? We all have a problem. We all got problems. We all got issues, but we need to understand the only person who can fix those issues is Jesus. So daily we need to say, I'm going to die to self. That's what it means to be a disciple. We also see in Luke 6:40, it says, gives us a good explanation of being a disciple. As a disciple is not above a teacher, but everyone, when he is fully trained, will be like his teacher. Being a disciple means that we are denying ourselves, not just for the sake of denying ourselves, but we are students who are learning from the teacher, and the teacher is Jesus. And we deny ourselves so that we can become like our teacher. That's what it was. In this ancient time, a disciple would have been someone who was studying to be a rabbi or studying to be a teacher of the Bible. See, so he likens it to the same. Jesus likens it to our walk with him, is that we should be those who are studying to become like the teacher. That's what discipleship's about, is to become like God, to begin to look like God, to begin to think the way he thought, see people the way he sees people, talk the way he talked. And that's a process, and that's a journey, because we've got to maybe wash some things out of our mind, our will, and our emotions, the way we used to think, the way that we used to act, the way we used to live based off our emotions. And so what's important about discipleship is that daily we're dying to those things so that we can become more like our teacher, which is Jesus.